So technically this isn't the very first slasher movie, but this is the slasher movie that inspired the definition of cliches, honestly. This is the one that made cliches a cliche. Halloween. This film was released in 1978 and is directed by the great John Carpenter, who also did the music, which of course the music out of this entire movie is the thing that will live on. That song, the score to Halloween, is all-time classic, amazing, perfect. The movie is very good too, but the score alone will live on in Halloween history, and so will the famous slasher Michael Myers. This film stars Jamie Lee Curtis and Donald Pleasant. Is about 15 years after murdering his sister on Halloween night. Michael Myers escapes from a mental hospital and returns back to town to kill again. Now, if you're watching this review, you probably have seen this movie already, so me just doing a review is kind of just like, just telling you what it is. And honestly, I'm just gonna tell you my own story. I remember watching this movie when I was really little. It was one of those movies where it came out like on regular TV, and I walked in and accidentally watched a few scenes. Even though it was on TV, I wasn't allowed to watch it, but I was always very freaked out of Michael Myers. Michael Myers, to me, in this movie, is scary. And I think, I said this in one of my 2018 Halloween movie review, I said that movie brought back Michael Myers in a scary way. And I said that made him feel scary again. The last time he felt scary was this movie, because Michael Myers in this movie, he is just a damaged character that is a psychopath slasher coming back to town to kill everyone basically on Halloween night. And the movie is so simple and it is so good and so easy to watch. That is why this movie is so rewatchable, because it's just one of those movies you can watch on Halloween. I mean, a lot of people watch it in the springtime, Christmas Day. I mean, it's one of those movies, it's just really well done. Like I said about Michael Myers, he has one of the best, if not the best, character introductions to a horror slasher ever. The opening scene, the first person view, one-shot take, is the best cold open to a horror movie I can think of at the moment. There's probably one out there that I'm just not thinking of, but right now, I mean, it is such a different take seeing him go through the house as a young boy, killing his sister, and then the last shot is him pulling the mask off and saying, "Michael, what have you done?" And the camera zooming out, and of course the famous pumpkin introduction scene, and we get to hear the great John Carpenter music, and then from that point onward, we get to meet our main woman of Jamie Lee Curtis, who at the time was very, very young and hated her performance apparently, and John Carpenter convinced her, "You're doing a really good job." Nowadays, obviously, she's probably loving it. Now she's got a whole new trilogy coming up with her being in it. I mean, honestly, the budget is so small that you probably already know that Michael Myers' mask is a William Shatner mask from a store. They took the eyes out, painted it white, and they made it Michael Myers, who again is the king, or maybe not the king, of slashers. It's up to you to decide. To me, obviously, he's top 3, but Michael Myers, man, in this movie, he doesn't talk. He's just walking around with a mask as he follows the girls to the suburb neighborhood. He's driving the car. He's a stalker in this movie. When she's outside the window in school, and she looks outside the window, and he's standing there, and she turns, and he's gone. I mean, he is the king of stalkers, and in this movie, he's unsettling. And then toward the end of this movie, when he starts killing people, it's even more terrifying because he doesn't talk, he doesn't run, he's carrying bodies in the houses. Little kids look out the window and he's just walking across the street into this house with a dead body. That stuff is frightening in my opinion. As a kid, that's what made me scared, because he didn't talk, he had no emotion, he had none of it. I mean, you can't even see his eyes, they're dark. It's just, he's a figure, and it is Michael Myers is the king of just stalker, creepy, slasher awesomeness. I will give Halloween a strong A-. It is very much a classic Halloween movie to watch on Halloween Day and just October time. It has that fall feeling, so just go and watch the original Halloween. And in my opinion, I like the 2018 version of Halloween, so you can watch that one as well. Anyway, guys, if you guys enjoyed this review, and I hope you guys have a great spooky night.